Hey guys, this is Mr. H. I am going to do question number 18 from the January 2026 Algebra 1 Regents exam. And this one is a little unique. The way they phrase this and some of the terminology that they're using is a little different than what they normally do. This is a two-way frequency, so it says two-way frequency table below is a summary of concession stand sales for a football game. And so this column over here has some food items, and then over here this has some beverages, right? And that's what a two-way frequency is. It usually has something kind of going horizontally and something going vertically. And basically what we need to do is look to find where those horizontal and verticals intersect. So let me kind of explain. Let me read the question. It says, of the people making a purchase at the concession stand, what is the relative frequency? Keyword, relative frequency of them buying pizza and water. Now, normally the way this would work is it would say something like this. It would say, what percent of the people bought pizza and water? That's what they normally would say. It would be a what percent of the people who purchased things bought pizza and water. And so you would have something like X over 100 equals, you have to find the pizza and water people, and then you would do the total, right? And that's what you would normally do. This is very similar, it's just the wording is a little different. So instead of saying what percent of the people, they're saying what's the relative frequency of the people who bought snacks, bought pizza and water. So you're basically going to set up the same thing. So now, remember this, I don't know, one of the things that I always look at, it's a two-way table. So there's got to be a vertical and a horizontal, and what you want is where they intersect. So it says pizza, so you're going to go to pizza, and then you're going to go to water, and where they intersect, that's what you want. Those are the people, that's the number of people who bought pizza and water. So that's going to go here. And then we just need to know of the people, how many total people bought stuff? Well, there's 400. So that goes down here. And now once you get this, you just solve, right? An easy way to do it is to go this way, to go from 400 to 100, you divide it by 4. So you would divide 58 by 4, and that would give you your answer too, right? So, but here's what I would suggest, especially if you're struggling with like if you can come up with the equation, boom, it's a linear equation. So you can solve it with menu 32, or you could graph it. So I set it up this way, x over 100 equals 58 over 400. I'm solving for x. It tells me 29 over 2. If you want a decimal, remember, if you get fractions and you want decimals, then you got to put a decimal in your tool. So I went back, copied it, and I put in a decimal after the 58, and then it told me it was 14.5%. So 14.5% of the people bought pizza and water. Now, relative frequency, it's basically the same. That's the same thing. So when I look at my answer choices, it's going to be 0.145. That's, if I converted that into a percent, it would be 14.5%. So basically, it's still the same kind of question, but normally we would go with this what percent part. But now they're saying, what's the relative frequency? So that is the what percent part now. Now, this is the first time that I've seen this. And I don't know in the future exams if they'll have this, but it's not different from what we've been doing. It's just the terminology is a little bit different. All right. I hope most of you guys didn't get spooked with this one. We didn't really get a chance to review this as well as I wanted to before for this Regents, but I'll kind of make sure to go over this before the June one. But anyway, the answer for this one is 0.145. All right, I am going to stop and I'm going to post this.